I'm Dr. Biaggi, and this is your Musicology Smackdown. Hello, class. Today we're going to learn about different voice types. A soprano is the highest, usually a woman, but in the case of Mariah Carey, more like an eardrum-pillaging she-devil. An alto or mezzo-soprano is also usually a woman, but in the case of Barbra Streisand, several anatomical investigations have come back inconclusive after the Great Babs drag queen heist of 1994. A tenor is a man, and in the case of Sting, for example, a man who can play a crumhorn and seduce a woman with just one tantric flick of his downward dog. A bass is the lowest voice type. Barry, "When I Was Alive, I Feasted Solely on Panties and Courvoisier White," being the prime example. Matt Berringer, the lead singer for the Brooklyn indie rock collective known as The National. Berringer's voice is like a cross between that of Leonard Cohen and Kathleen Turner in Body Heat. The National are known, well, internationally, though given their profligate hipsterism, have likely been banned from any and all red states, including, but not limited to, Ohio, where they're from. Boys, here's a tip. Get a gun rack. This week, The National release High Violet, their fourth full album, so at the very least, the Fellini film set that is Williamsburg, Brooklyn is going to be pleased. The National's influences range from Bruce Springsteen to ho-hum Joy Division. Why doesn't one of these bands cite something more unique for a change? Just by looking at them, I can tell you that their main influences are Stevie Nicks' Cabana Boy and Hepatitis. There, The National, I just rewrote all your PR. No need to thank me. In 2003, the band released Sad Songs for Dirty Lovers, followed by 2004's Cherry Tree EP. In 2005, they released Alligator, which was critically acclaimed and sold 75,000 copies in the U.S. The band's morose, nuanced, anthemic sound produced 2007's Boxer, featuring songs like Slow Show, Star to War, and Fake Empire. It sold 180,000 copies in the U.S., made best of lists out the wazoo, and was hailed as Album of the Decade by Pitchfork Media, Paste, and something called Drunkard. Incidentally, a drunkard also called my debut album, Hot Calculus Fuss, a reason to switch from Schlitz to nail polish remover. Goddamn alcoholics. What do they know? Oh, apparently that's the name of a legitimate indie mag, and I'm totally uncool. Well, as if that's a goddamn surprise. What are you going to tell me next, World Wide Web? That I should stop using my ear horn and replace it with an iPhone? Get in line. The National's latest album, High Violet, features tracks like Wake Up Your Saints, Karamazov, Terrible Love, and Vanderlyle Crybaby. The band says the new album has a darker and meaner vibe than previous albums, but that's probably because they've been recording it in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and everybody knows that parking there is a bitch. The band also claimed that there are more poppy, catchy moments on the new release, referring to the fiery guitar-driven single Blood Buzz Ohio, which features a monolithically mixed layering of piano, drums, and guitar, kind of downer lyrics, I still owe money to the money I owe. Well, sounds like somebody went to grad school. There will still be enough for the disaffected Billy Berg loft dweller, with tracks like Runaway, which the band describes as understated and spacious, if for no other reason than they had already used dour and minimalist to describe all the tracks on all their previous albums. Little known fact, Matt Berringer and I have the same crazy Israeli hairstylist. For that alone, okay, and for other things too, this is Dr. Biaggi telling you to turn it up.